What's up, everyone? Welcome back to A Line in the Stars. I'm Jordan, and we are back today with an office tour. Yeah, I gotta say, these last couple months of creating this channel and building these models and all of this stuff has been this crazy whirlwind for me, and I'm finally coming up for air. In order for me to be happy in my life, and basically be able to balance work and home life and all of that, I've had to work really hard to get as far ahead as I am. I think as of recording right now, I think I'm like 18 videos ahead. And I plan to maintain about 14 to 20 days, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I'm able to do that now only after a ton of hard work. But let me tell you, over the last couple months, there's been a lot of grinding. And as I kind of come up for air, what's interesting is like I'm kind of getting back to the regular me. and so, uh, as we were unpackaging the fifth package for the Falcon, I decided just on a hair just to go ahead and film my office and my stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, for me, I'm feeling much more comfortable these days behind the microphone. I'm feeling just much more comfortable and rested and relaxed. And so, as I've spent a lot of time doing this and spent a lot of money getting all of these things together and putting together my space, I decided I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. We've developed a bit of a community here, and I got to say, I'm astounded and grateful. When I started when I relaunched the channel back in August, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And the response has been amazing, and we're picking up subscribers at a rate that I didn't think was possible. And so I'm just going to pause and say thank you all. I appreciate the views, I appreciate the support, and it's interesting to me as someone who has used YouTube as their primary source of entertainment for the last decade to be able to create entertainment for other people and be part of that community of creators has been incredibly gratifying. And it's been what has driven me, really. I mean, there's been times where it's like, nothing's really happening and it's hard to get motivated. But, once you start seeing things happen, once the analytics for YouTube start kicking in, you're like, oh, well, that's interesting, and it inspires you and it motivates you and it gets you going. And so, as we've picked up steam here, I've also been able to. It's interesting. The picking up of steam has also coincided with the end of the ton of hard work that I was doing, and I feel like the production value of my videos has gone up. The content has definitely been a lot more fun, and it's interesting as all of that has happened as I've been able to relax a little bit. And so I wanted to take a little bit of time and say thank you guys and kind of let you in on my life. It's weird, but I know with most modelers, you often just see our little green mat. and so I just kind of wanted to share and wanted to show you the culmination of my lifetime of knickknacks and all of those things. So without further ado, here we go. Here's my office, and I just want to say thank you. And once again, this video was kind of pulled from another video, and it's just kind of like a spur of the moment, spur of the whim. I don't even know how to use that word correctly. Just kind of like a last minute thing. It's just kind of a thank you to guys, and I wanted to kind of open up and share a little bit of my life with you all. And as we move on to the next phase, there's some cool stuff coming up, and we are in the middle of some of our great model builds right now, and I'm super excited to be where we're at. So I just want to say thank you. I'm not going to do my usual spiel on the way out, but I just want to say that to remember that the Force will be with you always, and to always live long and prosper, because I don't know what else to say. Enjoy the video. Let's go ahead and start with my bookshelf. So excuse the mess on the floor. I have a kitten. This is my bookshelf here, and these are books that I've been collecting over the last my entire life. Unfortunately, during a couple of moves ago, I wound up losing a couple of boxes of books, so there's not as many as there used to be. But yeah, so and then here's some of my Star Wars toys.
All of my Star Wars specific books are up here. Harry Potter is also up here. We have a Grogu who does this weird thing when you touch his head. Does he do it? You know what? You couldn't have scripted that. That was actually pretty good. Okay, so sometimes there's just gold to be had. We have our Luke Skywalker. This one is pretty cool. This is a Hallmark ornament. This my girlfriend got me this one. As you can see there, very famous scene. And then we have Grogu and Mando. I have some very old Star Wars ornaments, and what's interesting is Darth Maul. This is a literal ornament from 1999, a Hallmark, and then this one is from I think like 2002. I know I'm an idiot for unpacking them, but come on, like, come on. We have the original Star Trek: The Next Generation technical manual here. Um, a Black Series. Uh, oh, what is it? Archer from Dathomir from Star Wars Fallen Order. Um, so then we have the Star Wars trilogy. This was given to me as a gift a couple years ago. Here's where there might be a cut. Hopefully, I can blur this out, and I might be able to blur out just the very end here. But we have all of our models that we're currently doing right now. The Skyline is, if not already, you haven't seen it, you're going to see it soon as a part of a tutorial series. And then we have Boba Fett, and we have the Enterprise. So I don't think I need to blur anything out there. There's another model there towards the end that, yeah, that is going to be replacing Boba Fett here soon. So our models are all kind of stacked up there, and it's a big box. And as you can see, they're getting staggering up. So I'm very much, oh, there was a little cut there. I almost spoiled it. So anyway, then coming down here, we have all of my kind of, like, I'm a huge Tom Clancy fan, huge Mariners fan. That is a Ken Griffey Jr. Postcard, and it's like like number 300 of like 1,000 made. It's pretty cool. It's been inside that case for like the last 30 plus years. Some of my very old Star Trek books. The top baseball up there is my first home run. The next baseball down there on the left side is I caught a foul ball probably about 10 years ago now. Michael Jordan, of course. The ASA, I used to be an umpire for softball, something that I've, it's just kind of weird. If you don't have these already, you definitely need lightsaber chopsticks, I just got to say. And then down here, we have a mighty collection of Star Trek books. Obviously, I'm a huge nerd. It's my friend Johnny's band, his album Fully Sealed. Then down here, more Star Trek books. The original Dune trilogy over there on the right, and that Dune trilogy are all original copies. It's one of my very, very treasured possessions. I love Dune. Obviously, I love sci-fi. So, and then down here on the bottom are some of my very few DVDs and such. I used to have thousands. I used to have a collection of like 1,500 DVDs and 500 Blu-rays, but these days it's kind of ridiculous. And that is the extended edition Lord of the Rings on DVD. Hell yeah. So now, I do have a nice little view of my parking lot outside of my window here. Over here, I keep my headphones and such. Since restarting this channel back in like late August, I did all of my work in this tiny little space. All of it. And it was too much. It was just too much. I couldn't do it anymore. Worked out really well. But it was just one of those things where, like, I was just like, this isn't really working. And so last month I went ahead and did this. So up here, starting at the top, there's the Marauder. There she is, looking all good. There's the one-day build X-Wing. That was kind of an interesting one. One of the models that I've built off camera that was just done for me, still not quite done yet. There's a little bit of paint work that needs to be done. I screwed up on the glue, but there's the Eleanor GT500. This one was my first complete model I did by myself, and it turned out really, really good. This is where I knew I was kind of onto something. And then, which you guys never got to see, unfortunately, I recorded a whole series of just in testing and learning how to record and all of that. This model, actually, the Flying Dutchman, was kind of very significant to that whole process. And I recorded it. It all wound up I think it was 8-9 episodes. It's one of those 3D paper models. It's inspired the Venator. And it's where I learned that storage is so important. And to get proper storage, I tried to cheap out and got a cheap flash drive, and it just did not store everything properly. All the data got corrupted, and I lost the entire series. And that also happened with BD1. So we'll come back to that in a second. So yeah, it's the Flying Dutchman. It is lit from within. This was a lot of fun. This was a cool thing to build. Matt picked this up for me. This is I think I may have shown this in a previous unpacking video. This is a translite. So this is basically the same thing that they would use on Star Trek The Next Generation as the lighting background. So this can be lit and will be a project for us in the near future, which would be pretty cool. So kind of coming down here, a puzzle I built a long time ago. My very basic lightsaber. That is also a project that I'm looking at doing. My Xbox One. Xbox One is as far as I went with Xbox. Let's see here. This was one of those 3D, or what is it, Metal Earth models, which is pretty cool. Matt picked this up for me off of Etsy. There's a lady who makes these little stuffed dolls, and that's Commander Data, obviously. BD1 was also another model that I built on camera that got lost in the same thing. Not a model. I mean, this is my only foray into Lego probably ever. I'm not a big Lego fan just because of how damn expensive they are, but I got this as a really good deal on my birthday, and so it just kind of wound up being one of those shit, and then this is one of my kind of cool prize possessions, and I don't know, there we go. So if you notice here, this is a Mandalorian promo poster from before they released the show. There's no Grogu on there. Normally you would see Grogu in the imagery, but there's no Grogu there. Super cool. It is super rare. I don't know how rare, but it's been in the frame since I got it. It's pretty cool. So, and then over here, I have framed just some of my favorite lightsaber battles. Obviously Obi-Wan and Anakin. This one is a really cool shot. It's just a glorious shot. And then obviously this is my favorite lightsaber battle of all, Maul and Obi-Wan in Rebels. Fantastic. A colored, I did that. Yeah, I actually am pretty good at coloring. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then just some more of my favorite imagery from Star Wars is behind my door here. On the other side of the door, just on the other side, is the hallway down to my girlfriend's room. And there's a little red light on the outside to let her know that I'm recording, to not make any noise. And I'm going to let you kind of see the top of the Enterprise saucer section. We have since completed and we're ready for the next bit, so I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing yet. There's my clock. There you go. There's the Venator, without showing you anything that's underneath it, because there are things underneath it. And actually, can I show you what's underneath it? Yeah, I can. So that's, can I? Can I? I think I can. Yeah. There's the completed and displayed internals of the Falcon, along with the cockpit of the Falcon. Matt was over the other day, and we're showing. It took like an hour to show everything, and then the completed Venator, and then there's my kitten. And I can't show you guys anything really else from there, so I'll just kind of go over the top there. And then once again, this is where I was doing all my work. Currently, there's a video uploading. And then now, here's where I'm doing all of my work now. So basically, the way my camera angle works, let me go ahead and I have some ambient lighting here. Go ahead and go over the light. So for my camera angle, it's created by using this little contraption that we have here, and it works really well. It's really stable. It connects to just about anything, and it just kind of holds itself in place really, really well. Up above here are all of my chemicals. This wasn't done as a like I did not clean in anticipation of you. I am OCD when it comes to organization. My room is always clean, and my office is always clean, and everything is nice and organized like this. So here are all of my chemicals. Yep. My lovely girlfriend. Paint brushes. My Tamiya paints. Our soundproofing for recording. This was really important for me. Somehow my monitors wound up doing a good job of like reflecting my voice, but since including this, it's been much easier for me to edit my voice. It's something I do pay attention to. This is my sprue rack. Actually, it's kind of nice to have. This microphone is from Fifine, and I'm going to be doing a review on it soon. Actually, it's a really good microphone. And then what you guys normally see. So it's normally done from this sort of angle. So kind of like that. And the corner of the thing that you see in the modern videos is my paint rack. So I kind of have this over in the corner. I have all of my air paints, some of my chemicals and my brushes, my stupid testers. But yeah, so this is where I do all my work, and so it's kind of like the little tour of my office. So this kind of been one of those things where, you know, most of my time has been spent doing it right here. But since all of this, you know, I've taken my time and been able to really expand, you know, where I'm doing my work. And so now, go ahead and pull back a little bit here. This is all of it. Also, I'm nutty about cable management. So, here's my PC. As crazy as it sounds, that tiny little thing is my PC. Works great. So, kind of hard to kind of catch behind, but I'll kind of show you from this side. And I guess you can see it right here as well. So all of my cables run down through some cable management back behind my video recording equipment. So basically where I'm able to pull all of my video game stuff from. So, but yeah, I'm super insane about cable management. So yeah, it's kind of my thing. So